Hello all, welcome back to part 8 of TeSu, Tengu Summoner, here with Ultraviolent 4. We're about to do our Snake 4 and try to get our second rune. In the last one we picked up the Decaying Rune of Zot, and we did most of Snake here. I'd say, except for the whole not having MR thing and being teleported all over the map, I'd say it was a pretty comfy experience so far. That's probably the main thing that I'm worried about actually, because we have literally no MR items. So we're fairly susceptible to both Nagarajas and Naga mages. Both can teleport other. We'll see how we go. If it happens, you can always read another scroll of teleport to try to avoid the teleport. But we'll see how we go. We can also try to block line of fire with lightning spire. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Alright. So we're still mostly training our defenses. We probably don't need to be focusing armor at this point. It's almost at 15 with Ashen Zari's boost, so that's fine. And we're also training spellcasting with the aim of not being at full hunger for shadow creatures, just because that means you cast it twice in a fight and you're starving, and you have to stop to eat food. Alright. Yeah, probably getting our HP up with more fighting skill is the most important thing, I would say. Only 114 HP. Speaking of which, we got the miasma in Swamp, because we got the undead ending, stole 2 of our hit points. And considering that we have 27 potions of cure, we may as well just drink one. We'll get that 2 HP back. Alright, let's go. Speaking of Naga mages, there is one. There's 2 of them, in fact. I always find it funny when they constrict the spire. Okay. It's possible with all these tiles that we're having revealed that we could potentially spot the end vault, but I don't see it yet. Okay. Hey, remove curse. Oh, that's right. We're not struggling for remove curse anymore. There's actually nothing really to curse on. Okay. I didn't know that. You can curse items that you're not actually wearing. I guess to be cursed for ready if you do want to put them on. Interesting. Okay. These guys don't see invis, so we could always use our evocable invisibility if we really cared. Oh, and hey, evocation's turned off at 10, so it seems that the skill target training thing does indeed use Ash's boosted stats. That's good to know. I figured that would never work. Oh god, okay, I think we found our end vault. I believe it's in here. Okay, that's alright. The Nagas are slow, so as long as we're not getting chased down by too many snakes, we're okay. Alright, so we're going to leave this area, I guess, and explore around the rest of it. But this is the end vault, because this has the stone walls. Okay, I think the one we saw before was actually just a crowded room. It wasn't actually the end vault. Let's put a spire in front of us so we don't get teleported. Come here. Good. This guy, is that a magical shield? No, it's just plain. That is our first plain shield though. First shield of the game. Oh man, that guy made a poor life decision. He decided to stop fighting us to go fight the spire. Okay. I should step around the corner like this. Oh god. The sharpshooters can shoot us with portal projectile. So even though we have a spire in the way, we're still getting hit. I'm just gonna go back up, heal, and reset. I really wanted to get that mage, but the sharpshooter is just killing us. Alright, let's go up. Can make him come to us. There's so much stuff here. I really wish we were hitting the... Yeah, there we go. That guy. Okay, so Shift X Control A removes the exclusions. We're going to re-put it down here. The other room that we did was not it. I don't know of any vault that covers the entirety of the whole bottom section of a map. I'm just going to yell to try to bring that sharpshooter to us. Come here. No. I don't know. I should be putting, spy between him and us. And it's just something so funny about just spy two-shotting something at this level in the game. Or like at this point in the game. It's such a bonkers spell. Here comes a Nagaraja. Same thing. Let's see. That is a rock wall, indeed. Consisting of simple rock. How curious. His teleport other is 51% to affect us. So if he wants to do it, he's gonna find a lot of success. Fine. We should put it out here so it can double zap them both. There's a plain large shield. I'm just going to do a search that I haven't overlooked any. No. Wait, but one of those other Nagas had a regular shield. I'm sure of it. I really shouldn't be letting us get constricted. It's kind of lazy on my part because we can just walk away from the Nagas. You can do it even when you're not fast, but with our flight ability, we absolutely have no excuse for being constricted. I'll tell you what it is. I want to prove that this character is not a chicken. I say, boy. I am not. I can't. I don't know. I can't do Foghorn Leghorn. It's too hard. And now I'm self-conscious of the fact that I can't do it. It's just making it worse. What a spell. And now when they kill it, we just put a new one down. How is this fair? How is this a thing? They never nerf it. Come here. So I just yelled with TT to make him come. That's another shield. Yeah, it's a large shield too. I just wanted to do everywhere else that wasn't this end vault, but the enemies have just been trickling out. I haven't been able to get anywhere else. Shock Serpent. We've got only one more paralysis left. We may as well let it rip. Nope. And we're going to get double zapped here. Let's go invis. Okay, good. And then we can fight it. Okay, he's not even attempting to zap us. That's very kind. Ooh, requirement. Okay. So last time we chose to go weapon, we were trying to get a demon trident. I don't know if that's good. I feel like maybe this whole talk about how it's so hard not having any MR. I feel like I kind of want to just try jewelry. If we could get some sort of sick ring that has MR and RC and RF on it. I mean, it's very unlikely, but a bird can dream, right? Come on. I actually kind of called it. We half got there, alright. God. Just memed that ring into reality. Oh dear, you gotta be careful with meme magic though, it's dangerous. So we're using a remove curse scroll to uncurse the single ring of protection from cold. And then we're gonna put this on. It's even cursed. The dream. So we now have RF, MR, and a little bit extra plus int. Excellent. I really put it on yep. And let's drop the now just plain uncursed ring of fire. We don't need that anymore. Man, it actually worked. Alright, so we're not so afraid now of being teleported. Let's see, these guys probably about a 15%? 8%, it's even lower. Excellent. Good times. Classic hits. Hide and seek champion Naga. I mean, if you're gonna sit there and just shoot arrows from range, I feel like Lightning Spire wins that battle. Wins that battle 9 times out of 10. Okay, that's our floor except for the end vault. Actually, expect there probably aren't even too many enemies left in here, considering how many Nagarajas and the like filtered out. We've probably done most of it. I mean, if we really cared, we could check by using scrying to see through the walls, but it doesn't really change anything. I'm gonna start backing up though. Was that distortion weapon? No, vampiric halberd. Alright, never mind. We're all good. What's his teleport other? 20%. Okay, that's alright. We've done most of the level now, so we're not really afraid of the whole teleport into the end vault thing. And I think we go int. Even if we're not wearing our strength gloves, we still have 13, which is plenty for as in strength. It's plenty for dragon scales. The general rule is that you want to have at least as much strength as your armor. And a fire dragon scales, which is the heavier of fire and ice, is 11. So yeah, 13 is plenty. Let's make... That's actually OP. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was kind of secretly hoping that the Guardian Serpent could blink the Lightning Spire onto enemies. That'd be pretty insane. Alright, spellcasting to 10. We'll keep going. And alright. So that's our second rune. Our options now are that we either go into Elf or we go into Vaults. Going into Vaults, even with 2 points of MR, we're going to get marked a lot. To be completely immune to it, you have to have 4 points. So yeah, we're going to get marked a lot. But going into Elf with 2 points of MR is asking to get Abyssed. We could kind of do it semi-safely like not really, but kind of, by using Spire to block banishes. But the other thing is that because we're a minus 20% HP race, we've only got 123 max HP, which is really quite dangerous to be an elf. So the combination of those two things, not enough MR and relatively low HP, make me say that I'd rather go into vaults. Yes, I would. Okay, let's do it. I was kind of glancing at the shopping list without actually seeing it properly. It's nothing really we want. No. Check for shields again. Yeah, it's just plain shields. I don't mind just using the buckler of plus AC. Yeah. Unless we get yeah. I'd ultimately probably like to go to a shield, but unless we find one that's a bit more enticing than just a +0 plain shield, I'm happy getting the extra AC off this buckler. Into vaults. It's a random Naga. Oh, it's a whole nother pack. We must have just missed these because additional enemies no longer spawn on floors. Okay. So many tiles revealed. So, kind of like with all hexes, we can try to use Spire to block line of fire to not get marked, but it's much more difficult with those guys. We have a lot of gold. We should probably pick up the box of beasts. We have 10 points worth of evocations training, which makes these box of beasts kind of workable. I mean, they're pretty good with no training at all, so with 10, yeah, they are effective. Unseen horror, not so unseen when Ash is your god. Alright, so we're detecting that this room looks kind of sketchy. Should we just have a look? I mean, what else are we really using our piety for? Ooh, okay. We didn't want to do elf. There it is. I don't even know how we get in there. Okay, here. Alright. We have Spire though, so it's kind of OP. And maybe we could even get some decent shadow creatures going. Yeah, we can. So I'm just gonna yell to get the elves to notice us. And now we've got... Oh, they're all dying. Anyway, we did have a lot of enemies. Sorry, a lot of allies. Let's eat an elf. Okay, yeah. I mean, shadow creatures are just going to get stronger and stronger as we go. At this point, we don't really need a Wand of Flame. I guess we may as well ID the Wand of Scattershot. I don't know. I don't use it very often because I'm not used to having any evocations, and they're not really that strong with 0 EV. More elves. So much for, yeah, not wanting to do elf. This is scary. Okay, if this goes really horribly, and we take a max Crystal Spear from this Deep Elf Annihilator, our game plan is to read a Scroll of Silence, because then it can't cast again. I'm going to do some Shadow Creatures too, just because the situation is getting a bit out of hand, especially if this guy summons in things. He did. Can we reach him? Okay, we got him. Alright, good. It's the elf over there who's making all the demon summons. Okay, good. Oh, we're still going. This feels like being in Lair again. The whole kite away from monsters while the Spire shoots. Okay, new room. Alright. I like it everywhere, but Spire's really good in vaults because you get all these doorways that make natural chokes, and then your spy can just shoot into them. I should point out how to use it properly. We're just going to ID this scroll. Holy word. Yeah. And this one? Blinking. Wow, we've never had any blink scrolls. Why don't we drop enchant armor and enchant weapon, and we can always come back and get them if we need them. So the way that I've been using Spire on the last couple of rooms, because I've been lazy, is not the way that you should do it. Another rune buckler. For 200 gold, we may as well just find out what it is. Oh, it's just +2. Okay, never mind. The +4 skin of Zor. We don't really need that. It's an animal skin. It's not very impressive in terms of its resistances. Okay, so the way that I've been doing it is I've been standing next to the door and I've been putting the spire on the other side. What you actually should do is put it at least one tile back, because that way the enemies will never hit the spire, they'll only hit you, and it will never die. So we're going to do that here. These guys can see invis, right? Yeah. And he's now hasted and mighted. We actually need to go. We're going to teleport. Okay. A hasted and mighted troll is no joke, especially when there's a Rakshasa around who's potentially going to copy them. So just noped out of that one. We did it early, which is the thing to note, because I've been very bad this game at getting too cocky in situations. What do we got here? Wizardry we don't really care about. Magical power neither. Guardian Spirit. Guardian Spirit does make us tankier, but it comes at the cost of losing our mana when we're under attack, which is not... it's not horrible, but it's not great either. I did it again, I got lazy. I'm trying to get the Hornet so that we don't get paralyzed here. Okay, good. And we're -4 corrosion. If we weren't Ash and had our items cursed on, I would switch to the Ring of Resist Corrosion. But yeah, we are Ash, so switching is not so easy. Also, the Spire can't be corroded, so if we're corroded, it doesn't matter too much. This one has nothing we really care about. Using half our gold to find out what that artifact plate armor is no good. Plate armor is too heavy. How about a venom? Alright, we're okay with venom. Alright. I guess our defenses are good enough to fight 4 ugly things at once, because we just did it, but yeah, that was maybe questionable. Keep doing it. I shouldn't be putting it on the door. Okay, 27 curing potions. That is crazy. Rakshasas look like they should have Aralek, but they don't. It just looks like there's lightning coming off them. Okay. Well, we didn't even see a single sentinel. That's good. Oh, hello boggets. We can see invis. Spy cannot. Just eat the one fruit. That's happened quite a few times this game, just one fruit. Oh. What a shadow creatures. Okay, so there's a wizard in there. He went haste. I'm not sure what book that means he has. I think that means the lightning bolt one. Yeah, okay. lightning bolt, no, bolt of cold and crystal spear. We got to be, never mind. I was gonna say we got to be a bit afraid of him because anything with crystal spear when you only have 124 HP is scary. But lightning spire just one-shot him. We're probably more afraid of the banished version actually. Okay, Bio-Susan is immune to Elec, so we can't spire her, but we can shadow creatures. Okay. Well, that seems like it should do the job. No? Oh, she's got abjuration, of course. Okay, well, let's go again. She's just abjuring everything. Okay, fair enough. Guess you win this round. Got one more cast, slime creatures. I think that will be strong enough. Maybe. She went angry storm dragon mode. Which is not great because we don't have any Arlec. Just taking this really slow. The storm clouds can do around 80 damage if they shock you. Good. Wow. We're up to almost 21 dodging. It's pretty good. Weapon shop. Where's that demon trident? There's a +2 hand crossbow. Phrasing. Don't really care about having a ranged weapon. I mean, considering that. Oh no, you can't do that anyway. I keep forgetting we're Ashen Zari. Never mind. Your weapon is cursed on. It's not a thing. I mean, okay, so you cannot have your weapon cursed, but I don't know. It's just a pain. Because what I was going to say is Ashen Zari will boost our crossbow skill, so then we don't have to train as much. But that's a lie. You only get the bonus if it is cursed on. Okay, that was probably a bit scarier than I gave that situation credit for. Because Simulacra with no RC, which is our situation, is dangerous for one because they hit for 1,000,000 damage, but also our lack of MR means that necromancers can. I always forget what it's called. It's not torment, agony, which halves your HP. So many entry weavers. We've really. Oh, there's Zathor. Okay. So Zathor can paralyze you, which is actually kind of scary for us. And also does a lot of fire damage. So we probably should be pumping out some summons here. Yeah, 25% to be paralyzed is way too much. So let's just keep spamming summons in order to not have any direct line of fire. And yeah, like it's just, when you get shadow creatures like this, oh man, we still didn't do it. When you get whole giant packs, still did not do it though. They will overwhelm most enemies. Everyone on Zathor, we need to eat too. There we go. Did we get? No. We didn't get enchanted fire dragon scales. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we probably should go kill the fire dragon that's in there. Well, we don't know if it's a fire dragon, but just the dragon. Oh dear, we're dying to this. Yeah, it's in the Elec version. Let's make it shadow creatures. Okay, thank you. Man, we fought so many ugly things that have done nothing, and that one just decided to go super ham. Let's go back to layer 6. Let's find out what sort of dragon we have waiting for us there. Yep, go. Go through the hatch. Yeah. It was up here. It is a fire dragon, that's right. I remember scrying. Well, we shouldn't have too much problem with it now. We could even go invis. It's probably the correct play as well. Okay, there's our fire dragon scales. Is that worth it? Probably not at this point. Because we'd have to ditch our +4 cursed ring of protection. Because we'd need to put the ring of protection from cold on. Yeah. So I'm going to say this is not worth it yet. But we can know now that we have a fire dragon scales waiting for us. I'm going to take it back into vaults. And we'll drop it there. I mean, that's where all our enchant armor scrolls are. Okay. Cool. So it's here now. But yeah, the reason I thought about that is because Zathua's fire dragon scales that she can drop can be enchanted. In fact, we didn't get... It'd be too heavy, but we didn't get By Susan's Elec ones either. She can drop Storm Dragon scales. Right as we go get that other Fire Dragon scales, here's a new one. Just to reward you for your trouble. Yes, all the heal wounds. All of them. All the haste. All the might. All the agi. All the agi. We don't really need more curing at this point. And mutation potions. Are there just heaps everywhere? Mutation. We've got 4, then there's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them exist. So what are we doing? We're swapping 2 strength for 2 int, which is not that important. And we're getting 2 extra AC. The passively map an area is kind of irrelevant. I kind of am tempted to play some mutation roulette. Yeah, let's do it. What do we get? We got EV plus 2, and our body sometimes deteriorates. So it's kind of a nothing. Let's go again. Armor fits poorly on your strangely shaped body. You have horns on your head, 2 extra dex, and 2 extra strength. It halves the base AC of our armor. Yeah, I don't really like that either. Kind of regret my decision. Alright, what have we got? We still got it. Let's go again. Okay, so we still got horns. We've got an extra plus 3% HP, which is good. Being weak minus 2 strength doesn't really matter. And then occasionally shouting at our foes doesn't really matter. After all of this, was this worth it? Probably not. But we did get, what, 2 extra HP winning. I don't know. Maybe we should have done the mutation roulette via eating corpses. Oh well, too late now. So now we have no more mutation potions. We should probably just go buy at least that one that was in vaults just in case. Alright, so we got 1. And we can buy some more if need be. But yeah, we're going to stop there. These 2 don't really matter, the 2 bad ones. And we're sort of running out insofar as we want to have some in case we get badly mutated by a malmutator. Ooh. We've got magic mappings. We've got 7. I'll just mark it. We might... no, we'll just wait. Seems like it might be another shop floor. There's another one here, and there's another, well, like a shop over there. So I'll hold the gold, but we'll mark the magic mapping. We should get the teleport though, and mark the brand weapon and the enchant weapon scroll. Similarly, we've got 10 teleports. We'll just hold off again. Fog, we've got literally 0. Okay, let's get that then. And recharging. Yeah, while we're at it, we should probably recharge our paralysis wand. I know that there are others just on the floor. Oh, acquirement, okay. Okay, well let's mark magic mapping. the recharging, and then we're going to insta-buy the acquirement. Okay, so we memed the draw into existence. I think what I'd like to acquire this time would be the Shield of Resistance. So I'm going to go Armor. It was a fail. It's a Scarf that gives us C Invis, which we already have from Ash, Dex -3 and plus Stealth. It's essentially useless. You're losing AC for it as well because I don't like this. We've seen a Fire Giant. We know there's still a Convoker alive who can summon more things in. We've got the Preserver here. So I'm just going to start backing off to the stairs. Yeah, there's way too much stuff in that room. Maybe we could get a really good Shadow Creatures. It's kind of a Shadow Creatures. I wouldn't call it a really good one. Alright, let's go back up. That guy is summoning, so we can stop his summon by going back upstairs, I believe. Let's get in the hallway there. So, actually that was a bad idea because then our spy can't shoot. Never mind, that was a fail. Go back up. My thinking was that I didn't want them all hitting me at once. That part of the thinking was solid. But then the spy couldn't shoot either. Vault's 3. We haven't seen Crypt yet. It's got to be on this floor. Some of the Crypt entrances are actually quite dangerous, particularly if you get a Cursed Skull or two. Well, I've never seen 2. If you get the Cursed Skull one, it's scary. More shops. Rune gloves. Thinking I should mark this paralysis one too. For only 84 gold, it's effectively like buying a recharging scroll for 84 gold. Okay, so I think I would prefer strength gloves to dex gloves, and gloves of archery don't really matter to us, so I'm not going to buy these rune gloves. As for remove curse scrolls, I guess we'll mark it. Buying remove curse scrolls in 2017. These guys are RLEC. Yep. They hit fairly hard too, so I'm just going to make some shadow creatures to help us out. A white, very ugly thing when we have no RC is dangerous. So I'm just surrounding it, and now we're going to hit from behind the spire. Good. Spellcasting to 11. How high do we go? Good question. Shadow Creatures is still very hungry. But I don't know. We're getting more magic points, so I don't mind just training it. Whoops. Okay, this room looks a bit sketchy. If it's just ogres, that's okay. It's more when you get the wardens who are the wardens who are going to lock you in. It's the sentinels who mark you. I think I've been calling them wardens. Alright, well there's a warden. That's an Essen. Alright, we're locked in. The Convoker is summoning. Okay, so we're going to put down some spires. We're sort of walking away. This area looks like we can kite around it. I'm going to make some shadow creatures. We're going to try to help us out. Oh man, they're going Titanic. Slime creatures are going Titanic. We just got blocked in. Put a spire down. Okay. Oh, they timed out. That's okay. I'm assuming that this guy is invis. Yeah. and so our spy can't see to help us out. Gonna drop that there. How many enchant armor scrolls are around just for science? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. It's a decent start into having a maximally enchanted fire dragon skills. What was that? Oh, it's a stair where all of them are blocked. It's okay, you can just dig back out. There's our crypt entrance. I'm going to say that we're only sensing one monster. I'm going to say that when that Convoker pulled in the ghoul and the vampire and some of the other spooky monsters, they were pulled from out here. So I expect that, yeah, this is not too scary. Although 11% paralyze is kind of high. I think we should get shadow creatures to help out. Okay. Yeah, good. I've got to be careful. That's an Etten simulacra. We have no RC. And I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even stop to look at what kind that was. Have we still not seen deflect missiles? That's not how you spell. Deflect. No, not yet. Okay, on to Vaults 4. Still have not been marked once. I'm pleasantly surprised to say. Fire Giant Simulacrum. Okay, we do not want to get hit by that guy. He can't follow us upstairs, so I just wanted to use Spire to stop him there. Also, we don't need League anymore at this point. We have our poison already, and it's actually going to take away our defenses because it's probably similar AC to what we already have, and then it will take away all our evasion. Is this going to be St. Ruka? Seems like a... no. Okay. Should be getting where Spire can help. We've got 1 point of RF, but that's still not a huge amount when we only have 134 HP. Where's our upstairs? All the way back down here. Both the Death Knight and the Necromancer can agony us. 16%. Oh, there's the agony. Okay, we gotta go. Because as well, we have no RC, and the Necromancer, well, this one does have Bolt of Cold, but it's a toss up if they have Bolt of Cold or Fire. So yeah, double agony plus Bolt of Cold, which we have no resistance to. Kind of dangerous. We should be taking this up. He went after the Spire. Idiot. Take this guy up too. Where are these freezing rays coming from? I feel like there isn't one, and then I go down and there's one there, and then I go down and there's a new one. And I wish we'd found a Book of Battle. Wish we could be doing the whole Song of Slaying thing. Okay. Okay. I thought... oh, okay, I want to get behind the Spire so we don't get marked. I thought you could put the... oh, this is scary. I thought you could put the Spire on the trap there. maybe the behavior's been changed. But I thought it was if there was a trap on a tile that you didn't know, you couldn't put the spire on it. Oh, okay, no, I'm going to say you probably can't ever put them on teleport traps. You can put them over Zot traps though. These guys are immune to elect. There's no point even trying. We're going to make some shadow creatures and then veil. Alright, on the last roll we got good pack. 4 is the max for shadow creatures, as in you can have 4 packs worth of things at once. This is not good. I'm just gonna shut that door. No, you just opened it again. Okay, never mind. Going after the spires. I really don't want to get marked. Okay, he had 1 turn chance there. Also, here's a flayed ghost who's not using the opportunity to flay us, curiously enough. I still want to be running though. Okay. Flayed ghost didn't even flay us once. Here comes it's probably a shapeshifter. Okay, good. Oh, flayed ghost is back. Start running. Okay, good. I was wondering, do friendly Vault Wardens ever lock the doors on you? That seems like it would be a very embarrassing way to die. Locked in by your own Vault Warden ally. Eat the fruit. 1 random zombie in a room on its own. More enchant armor. That's a 6th one. He is trying to hex us. We don't know what that is. It could have been slow, paralyze, confuse. Okay. Well, he's only got a 10% chance to paralyze us, and if we've got a spire out, I'm not too afraid. Storm Dragon is scary though. We have no Arlek. Just taking this really slow. Alright. It's okay. No point doing a spire either because they're immune. Another Wand of Digging. Okay, yeah, we don't need that. Backslash is to turn off our auto pickup. We don't need more of those. And that's our vaults. That actually went a lot more smoothly than I was expecting. Normally, even with 3 points of MR, you end up getting marked more than you would like. But we only had 2, and we never got marked even once. Some of that is because of our summons and our summon lightning spire. I think of them as different things. Spire is spire, it's not a summon. So we have our summons, our shadow creatures, and our spire. They helped us not get marked, but also we just really didn't see very many sentinels. So that was nice. I guess in the next one we'll be going into Elf. Even from the start of this episode, we've picked up quite a bit of HP. We're up to 135. Makes it a little bit safer. And I'd probably rather go into Elf, even with less MR, than to go into Depths. Yeah, especially considering we don't have any stable form of RC. So yeah, we're going to Elf in the next one. See you then.